Hello everyone, Roberto here again for my top 10 Chocs of all time. Top 50 really, but now into the top 10. So yeah, thanks for following me for this long. Hopefully you've not been disappointed so far and anticipation isn't killing you. Yeah, so into the top 10 now. So these really are the cream of the crop here. The creme de la creme. Yeah, there's some really nice chocolates here. And they've all been good really, especially from the top, I don't know, 25 onwards really, but these top 10 are absolutely fantastic. So I really hope you're not disappointed and hope you agree with me here. You can see all of my reviews of these chocolates on my channel. So every one of these from top 50, all of them in the top 50 I've reviewed. So you need some more information, want to find out more about them, you can check out my reviews. Yeah, so hopefully you'll agree, and without further ado, let's get on with it. So yeah, okay, the chocolate specs are on. Down to business. Okay, well, number 10. Well, its kind of parent was number 17, and that's a double decker, but these are sort of the mini versions called Dinky Deckers. Really impressed with these actually. Again, I saw them, I'd seen them in the shops, but again, one of my subscribers and followers, Luke Carrigan, mentioned about them. I really enjoyed them. I thought I must get them, and I just assumed they'd be like little double deckers really, and I guess they are in a way, but little segments of double decker, but they're not. They're actually literally mini double deckers, and they work really well. A lot of these, especially in a pack, you get a bag of them, and also the Cadbury's chocolates and other chocolates you can get in little bags. Many Nestle chocolates and things, like Mars's and stuff. But these are kind of what do they call them? Sort of bespoke, I guess, or custom. Unique chocolates. They're not just little segments of double decker. They're actually, as I say, mini dinky deckers, I guess. They're really nice. It's just where you can just put a whole one in your mouth at once, and you're just getting, like a totally different sensation of a double decker, and something even nicer almost. And then, you can do all sorts of crazy combinations. You can put them one, have two at once, one upside down, one on the other. Just make a lot of lovely flavour and taste sensations with them by combining the different ways you have them up, because the double deckers, sorry you didn't know this, are basically a sort of bar of chocolate with one half, the top half being covered in milk chocolate, but the top half underneath the milk chocolate being a nougat, soft nougat, and the bottom like crunchy bits. And basically, depending on which way you have it round, it can be a double decker or a decker double. So in this one you're getting a dinky double decker or a dinky decker double and stuff like that, but having them upside down, and then you can have a dinky decker double decker and stuff like that. Sounds crazy, I know, it sounds crazy, but try them out. And I'll say this is my number 10 in the top 10, and the regular double decker is at number 17, so it shows just how much nice, what a great idea these dinky deckers are, and really worth checking out. You go through there's like a whole bag of them. You'll go through that in about 5 minutes, if not before sooner than that. It's absolutely lovely. Well recommended. That's my number 10, Cadbury Dinky Deckers. So number 9, another Cadbury one, Cadbury's Time Out. Really love the Time Out. I think it needs to be a bit bigger really, to be honest with you. I think about 10 years ago, 20 years ago now, oh God, I hope it's not 20 years ago, probably was quite a long time ago. They did a Cadbury Time Out Chunky. So a bit like this, similar to the Cadbury's, the Nestle Kit Kats. They did a chunky version of their Kit Kat. Basically, the Time Out is a two-fingered bar, partitioned with wafer inside, partitioned with chocolate in the middle, and perhaps chocolate either side, covered in milk chocolate. And the chocolate's kind of like a wispy, almost like a flake type consistency, which we spoke of earlier, but basically like a sort of patterned chocolate in the middle like that, so there's a bit of air between it. It's really nice, lovely, and the wafer inside is lovely as well. Really, it is a beautiful chocolate. And it did like a big souped up version in one, just one thing of it, but even bigger, with the chunky version. That was really nice, and that probably, if that was still around now, that would be in my top 5 definitely. But unfortunately, it's not. So it's not in this series. But yeah, the Cadbury Time Out, lovely bar. They've took it out of the Cadbury Heroes for some reason. I really don't know why they've done that. Yeah, travesty really, to be honest with you. But they do have the whisper back in that, so that's good. But yeah, Cadbury Time Out, really good. I think if the Cadbury Time was in the Heroes, that would be in the top 50. I don't think it is. Pretty sure it's not. They've got all this nonsense like these Cadbury's Eclairs or something. If they put the Time Out back in, that would definitely be in the top 50 as well. Yeah, number 9, Cadbury's Time Out, beautiful chocolate. Really recommend it. Speaking of which, number 8, it's the Dame Bar or Dime Bar, depending on how you want to pronounce it and what year you were born. It used to, in the UK, it used to be spelled D-I-M-E, dime, but now it's possibly still pronounced dime, but spelled D-A-I-M. It's a lovely bar. It's sort of like a sort of weird nutty, I don't know really what kind of filling it is really, actually. It's kind of like a strange caramel almond centre, I guess. I'm not really sure actually. Now I'm thinking about it, but it's a really lovely caramelly, sticky caramelly centre, really hard, tough. But it's just it's the way it tastes and melts in your mouth, and the chocolate outside is really nice. It's very much a European chocolate. It's just a lovely, lovely taste to it when you bite it and crunch it. And if you don't like nuts, don't worry about that because it doesn't really taste the nuts. I don't really know what the centre is, but it's got some kind of nutty connotations, I think, but it's really more of a caramel. It's just a hard caramel, but not overly hard. It's just a really lovely texture, and when you're eating it and the way it melts in your mouth, it's just lovely. It really is lovely, and it's not like anything else. There's no other chocolate bar like it, really. Yeah, absolutely beautiful again, and that's why it's my number 8. It's a really lovely chocolate bar. So not like anything else. You've got to try it. Really nice. If you haven't already, you probably will have done. If you've not, do it now. Just stop the video and go and get it now, and then start again when you've got one. Okay, that's number 7 now. Is the Nestle Toffee Crisp. This might well be punching above its weight here, really. You wouldn't have said this was. I wouldn't have thought I'd put this in my top 10, especially above things like the double decker and even the dinky deckers, but I have, and it's just one of those where it's a really small bar now. They shrunk it so much. It must be that big or something. It's crazy, really, but it's so lovely. It's just basically caramel or toffee, and with crispy bits inside, covered in milk chocolate, and it's quite thick, and it's just full of that, and it's just really a lot of what I like in a chocolate, really, and it's the way it sort of dissolves in your mouth, and the way you taste it and chewing it, and it just really is a lovely taste. I wish it was a bit bigger, to be honest with you. I wish it would last a bit longer. For me, I only get about 3 or 4 bites out of it, but it's really nice, really tasty. I love the sensations of it. Really recommended, yeah. And I think it's just one of those you overlook. I think you don't really think about, but actually, when you do think about it, it's a really nice chocolate bar. So I really recommend that. And last for today, and perhaps shocking that it's not higher on this. You'd think it would be, but unfortunately it's not. It's the Cadbury's Whisper. Possibly one of the first videos I reviewed. It was discontinued by Cadbury about 10 years ago now, something like that, or it brought back about 10 years ago after being lost for about 5. And as soon as it was out, I heard a rumour that it was at sale in the shop, and I went and got some straight away, and absolutely worth it. Really gorgeous chocolate bar. I did various different types of them. The Whisper Gold, the Whisper Bite, I think, and a few other Whispers, ones with biscuity bits in, and a mint one as well. They did, and all sorts. But there's only the Whisper Gold and the regular Whisper out at the moment. And number 6 is the Whisper. And it's lovely. I mean, as soon as you open it, you get this waft of a beautiful, lovely smell, and it's basically an aerated chocolate bar. And by that I mean it's basically lots of. They've pumped air through chocolates, lots of mini, very small bubbles. If you think of an aero bar, but very even smaller than that, or wherever you're from, I think in Holland it's called a bros. There's Milka Luftlays in continental Europe and things, but think of that. But this is even better, and that's the Milka Luftlay and not aero and all that. They're not in my top 50, and this one's number 6, and there's a reason for that. That's how much better it is than those bars. So if you are watching from one of those countries that has a bros or an aero or a Luftlay or whatever, and you think those are really nice, then you must root down Cadbury's Whisper, because it's even better by miles. The smell you get is absolutely gorgeous when you open it. It's just a really lovely smell, and then when you bite it's so velvety. It's literally velvety. That's how you describe it when you bite it. And the taste in your mouth is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's not like anything else either. It's a gorgeous, wonderful bar. Why they discontinued it, I don't know. I'm really glad that whoever made that decision, I'm not going to condone violence at all or anything like that. But anyway, I'm glad wherever they've gone. Hopefully, it's miles away from the Cadbury's headquarters. So honestly, absolutely gorgeous chocolate bar, and that's why it's my number 6. But bearing in mind that how good that is, there's 5 more that are better than it. So that's the last for this video. I'll leave you in suspenders for the next one. Yeah, five chocolates that are better than the Cadbury's Whisper. I mean, if you'd have told me that before I started these reviews, I wouldn't have believed you, to be honest with you. I thought I'd literally found the nirvana of chocolate with the Cadbury's Whisper, but clearly not, and there's better ones out there. So tune in next time to find out what those are. And subscribe and follow me on Twitter and like my videos, all that usual nonsense. Please do get in touch as well. Let me know what you think of these chocolates, if you agree with them or whatever, or if you think these should be number ones. I guess some of you would think Whisper should be, and I certainly wouldn't. I can't say I'd disagree with you as such, because I would have said that would have been my number one had you asked me a year ago, or how long ago it was since I started. But there you go. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. See ya.